YouTube. Here I am again with an interesting piece, the snj027. This is a solar PADI special edition dive watch, 200 meter waterproof. It is also called the Arnie, the Seiko Prospex Arnie, in reference to the model that came out in 1982, I think it was, the original, which was featured in a couple of motion pictures, that being Commando and of course Predator, iconic movies of the 80s, starring Arnold. And he wore this watch, which was at that time quite intriguing, to know what kind of watch it was. I guess marketing maybe was not as transparent as it is today. So he wore a watch, actually was in the black version, not this PADI version. But product placement was not as professional as it is today, that they would, let's say, have a marketing campaign using that. So for insiders, it was clear that he's wearing this watch, but yeah, anyway, it took me some time to figure out which one it was at that time. Yeah, it was a special watch in terms of being a hybrid watch, means a mixture of analog and digital, or also called Digi-Ana version, with both displays. That was the time when the LCD displays came out, all these Casio watches, that was the thing to wear. Yeah, maybe this was a transition phase where they try to hang on to the analog face. It was later replaced. I guess everyone was wearing the digital watches, and they resurfaced, so they're back. This is a reissue, yeah, this is in the PADI color scheme: the red, the blue, the white. It's a solar powered watch, solar charged. It has a lithium battery and a capacitor, so this charges through natural light, artificial light, and it will have fully charged 10 months power reserve, more or less, I think. So very maintenance free. They are perfect for everyday wearing. As you can see, it's a quartz movement, so we have a high accuracy, plus minus 15 seconds per month. And not only does it have a high accuracy, but very robust movement or system, H851 caliber, I think this one is. So they can take a lot of beating. It's a big watch, 48.8 millimeter diameter, 13.8 thickness, and just over 50 mil lug to lug. So it is quite a big watch with a good wrist presence. But as you can see, this is plastic, so I would say the materials used here are not really of top-notch quality. This shroud, which is reminiscent of the tuna design, protects the inner case, but yeah, it's plastic, so I assume scratch resistance and overall wear and tear will take its toll. We have some set screws there to keep the shroud in place, we have screw down pushers in this case. On the right hand side we have the screw down crown, which interestingly, when you activate it, you don't set the time with this. It basically works more or less like a digital watch, so you have to press the left hand button on the bottom to set the time, and then the watch will follow suit. We have different functions in terms of alarms that we have. So we have the date, which is a perpetual date until 2100, 31st December. So it still has a few years of lifetime. But yeah, what are we going to do after that? 2100 and on the 1st of January 2101, we'll be facing a problem. So yeah, we'll have to start thinking what to do. So we have an alarm. This is no, this is actually not an alarm. This is a second time zone. Basically, you have a kind of different time zone that you can display here. You have the stopwatch, which has 100 hours reserve, 100-hour capacity, and here we have an alarm. So it has multiple beeping functions. It will beep when the battery is low. It will beep when your alarm is on, and there's an hourly beeper also. Then we have this. I think I was wrong. This is the local time. This is no, this is the second time. I'm a bit confused. So we have a second time zone. We have basically a digital display of the analog time also, which would be this actually. Yeah. So it's displaying the same time we have on the face. We are seeing digital. We have the date. We have this kind of second time zone, correct? And then we have stopwatch and the alarm. Now that sums it up. All right. Interesting about these pushers is that you don't actually screw out the pushers as in other watches. In this case, you screw in the you screw this in. It's an interesting system where you protect the button by screwing out the pusher. So then it closes the button. That's quite interesting. It just works this way. Okay. Interesting about this also is the case back, typical screw-down case back. Unfortunately, made in China. So this Seiko usually they're maybe assembled somewhere overseas, but they will usually somehow have a reference to Japan, whether they're fully assembled there or not. In this case, made in China. So yeah, not sure why they do that. Is it fully manufactured and assembled there maybe? So there's no more reference to Japan, which yeah, is a shame. It surely takes off a lot of the appeal of this watch. We have a silicone strap, which is functional, which is good. It has the Seiko wave down there. It works. That's fine. It feels good, soft, subtle. We have a stainless steel keeper. We have a buckle, which is unsigned, so no Seiko reference there. Interesting, because down there on the inside there is a reference, but basically nothing visible outside. We have drilled lugs for an exchange of the strap. It's an accordion style strap, as we know it from Seiko. So yeah, nothing untypical about the strap and the, let's say, the this style. It's long, it's good. If you have a big wrist, there's enough strap there, so it's long, comfortable, and actually not really a dust magnet. It's easy to keep clean. It's surprisingly clean, and easy to keep clean. A lot of the other straps are really covered with dust, but this is pretty good. Crystal is just a hardlex crystal, so nothing in terms of sapphire, unfortunately, just a normal hardlex. But okay, I mean, at this price point, it's not really, not even mid-tier. This would be entry level, I guess, for Seiko. somewhere around $500. I got it because it is an iconic watch. Simply you need to have this somehow in the collection. But in terms of let's say appeal, it's I guess especially due to this manufacturing or the reference to not being to Japan, not being actually, what does it say on the face there? Okay, so it just says the movement. See here also there's no reference to Japan. All right, that's what we have to live for and live with. Okay, thanks for listening. Peace out. Bye.